Freaks, it's Friday, February 17th, 2023. Coming up on the program today, anti-masturbation TikTokers. Plus, our new favorite Utard has declared war on Planet Fitness and is planning to bomb it. Why you should not condition your butthole, and penises are growing at an alarming rate. All coming up today.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Do you know Korea?
Yeah.
And I'm from Korea.
Asia.
Asia.
Yeah. How old are you?
I am 27.
Oh, that's sexy.
Thank you.
What do you want to do?
I want to talk to you for a minute. You are very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
And
I'm menstruating right now.
what?
Yeah, menstruating. Do you have a big penis?
Pardon me?
Do you have a big penis?
Peanut? What's me peanut?
No, not a peanut. Like the thing you fuck a girl with. Your big, thick, meaty rod. Do you have the thing you have sex with? Thor's mighty hammer. You know, where the jizz comes out.
I speak English. I don't speak English very well.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I still like you.
Okay, thank you.
Do you want to bone me in the ass? Or do you want to fist my cunt? I'm 14.
14?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm so young and so tender.
Oh, that's right.
Would you like to touch my breasts?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I want to suck your cock so bad.
Okay.
Sir, can I talk to you for just a second? You were just having cyber sex with a 14-year-old girl. Do you know what that makes you? That makes you a pedophile.
I meet the Skype.
All right, and that's punishable by law. Hello? Hello?
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
Tim Henson back here with you one more time as we wrap things up for the week. Got a great show for you today. You know, we've talked about the struggles of organized religion. They've been dealing with a lot of negatives. There's been a bunch of scandals, sex abuse and stuff. More people today are self-identifying as atheist and agnostic than ever before. Church attendance is down, partly because their real bread and butter tends to be old people. And the thing about the elderly is that they, of course, die off. One of the church's many missteps, marketing to old people. You got to get them young. This is what I would be trying to do. Like, if I was head of the church, I'd be trying to win over young people by not being so restrictive and stuffy and scary. Welcome the homosexuals. Give the green light to premarital sex. Replace the wafer and wine with weed and White Claws. That alone would make Sunday service the place to be for the young folks. Nothing builds fellowship and a sense of community like smoking some of that herb of Christ. The churches, though, don't seem to be going this route. I mean, they did air that dopey-ass commercial all about Jesus during the Super Bowl. He gets us. I don't think that's going to move the needle at all, though. Cynical young people were like, how much did that commercial cost to air during the Super Bowl? $7 million? Jesus sure as fuck wouldn't blow that kind of money. He'd give it to a charity or homeless people or lepers or something. This smells like propaganda. So all of this is spooking young people away from organized religion, and now there's this weird rise of religious TikTokers. These guys are an interesting breed of old school religious. These aren't the new age, mellow, love everyone, spread sunshine, rainbows, and fart Jesus freaks. No, they're more of the fire and brimstone variety. And boy, do they hate the idea of masturbating. Again, this is where you're going to lose most young people. If you haven't seen one of these videos, I think I've got the perfect example of a Christian anti-masturbation TikToker. Take a listen.
This goes out to everybody struggling with lust, porn, masturbation, sexual immorality, sexual sin. I'm telling you, you can conquer it. Like, you can. Dude, this was a stronghold over my life for so long.
Dude is tightly fucking wound, man. If only there was something he could do to release all of that tension.
Calm my ass down.
Thursday Lane knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, my man just needs to manually fire that big fat piston of his. Come on, get that fucker moving.
So long. Man, there'd be times where I went a month without watching porn and masturbating, but it wasn't for the right reason.
So what is the wrong reason? I'm so curious as to why in his mind he stopped masturbating for a month. My theory is he was trying to build up a lot of cum to shoot an impressive load. I think he was going to try to film himself doing it, then send that video to girls he's been chatting up on Tinder, hoping that it would impress them. Look at those thick, long ropes! he screams everything.
It wasn't for the right reason. And then I come back, I eat my vomit again, right? But
he has a way with words. He said he eats his vomit again. I mean, you can try and make masturbation sound unappealing, but we've all done it. We know what it feels like. This is a hard sell for you, dude.
I'm telling you, it was when I come to God, like, God, help me.
Stop slapping your fucking hands together.
When I come to God, like,
you're like an angry black woman at McDonald's. I said I wanted large fry, bitch. Where's my large fry, bitch? Large fry, bitch. Hello, bitch.
God, help me, deliver me, show me, prove it to me. I know you don't want this, God. I'm willing to fight. I'm fighting.
He kind of sounds like Eminem when he's rapping, you know?
And when you dream, I hope you can't sleep and you scream about it.
God, help me, deliver me, show me, prove it to me. I know you don't want this, God. I'm willing to fight. I'm fighting.
My teeth gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. Morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see at all. And even if I could, it'll all be great. But your picture's on my wall. It reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad.
Every night, I used to be like a victim, right? Like my hands cupped, like I'm walking into the jail cell every night. Like, oh God, we might have had an amazing day, but you know I can't resist this. You know I'm not strong enough. Maybe I'll be stronger down the road. But no!
Dude, like masturbating, honestly, what is it, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes out of your day? It's not that big of an inconvenience. It's not like it's ruling your life or something. You even said, you had an amazing day and now you're laying down to go to bed. Hey, it's just going to help you fall asleep. Couple tugs, it'll lull you into some Z's, It's not bad.
No! It was when I stopped with the victim mentality. It was like, dude, I'm fighting. It's not like you just ask God, hey, God, deliver me.
Stop yelling at me.
And after all these years of being a slave to this, now you're just, oh, I don't want to do it anymore. No, that's not it. It's a battle. It's a fight. It's a fight.
Yeah, you got to wage a war against evil. Like, this is a battle against Satan. Don't you see? Religious people love this. It's all about conquering, right? Conquering and winning the war against evil.
You let the enemy take so much.
Enemies.
You're going to be laying in bed fighting the devil, man.
Yeah.
Fighting temptation. Asking God to get you out of this. You're going to. And every single night I go to bed, the devil is on my heels to watch porn before I go to sleep. Every night.
Yeah, did a succubus come into your bedroom at night and try to sit on your face?
It's not easier now, but I have my sights set on God. I said, God, I'm
okay, all right. This guy thinks he's some sort of super Christian because he refrained from jerking off for a few nights. Yeah, oh, you're so pious. Of course, a while ago we featured a TikToker who went a step further regarding masturbation.
Masturbation is a form of witchcraft.
Also, if you jerk off, you lose your wudu. I'm not sure what wudu is. I think it's some sort of Arabic thing.
If you touch your private parts with desires, you lose your wudu. If you touch your private parts and pre-cum comes out, you lose your wudu. But if you touch your private parts and sperm comes out, you have to take a shower. You have to take a ghusl.
My question is, do you lose your wudu 3 times? Because, you touch yourself, you lose your wudu. Pre-cum comes out, that's another loss of wudu. And then when you're sperming all over the place, you lose your wudu. But typically, when you masturbate, all of that happens. So how many wudus am I losing? And how bad is it to lose a wudu? How do you get your wudu back? Please, if you happen to be Islamic or something, call into the voicemail line and explain this wudu. Thank you.
And I wanna thank you for telling me all about the wudu. Come on, Distorted View, to talk about wudu. Jagu.
Who knew it was going to be such a Dido-heavy episode of DV? You came on a good night, freaks. Not to toot my own horn, primarily because I'm afraid of losing even more wadu, but yesterday's Sideshow exclusive podcast was also a great one. Ever since the patron saint of autism, Chris Chan, was arrested for fucking his elderly mother, there's been a lol cow void in the Sonic verse. Well, yesterday I think we found an adequate replacement for Christine Weston Chandler. We spent a great deal of time on Daniel Larson, another autistic gold mine for us to exploit. Now, I'm not going to go into his whole backstory here. We did it yesterday, but if you want to learn more, check out Know Your Meme, or just do a Google search on Daniel Larson. Better yet, sign up for the Sideshow. Anyway, I'm not the first person to discover this mess. I hope I'm not too late to the party, but just to give you an idea, here are some Daniel Larson bullet points. He's a high-functioning autistic. Ting! He thinks he's in a relationship with an America's Got Talent contestant. Ting! He wants to be a singer, but has no talent. Ting! He stuck a toothbrush up his ass, and then proceeded to brush his teeth with the shitty toothbrush, all to prove his love for the America's Got Talent contestant. Ting, ting, ting. He also barricaded himself in a public restroom stall and then fought with security guards. And finally, he has random explosive rage issues. Well, this all sounds very promising, doesn't it? Yesterday on the show, we played audio of Daniel basically getting kicked out of his house. He had some roommates and things went south. Then we played audio of Daniel getting kicked out of a casino because he was sleeping in the restrooms. I alluded to that a bit earlier. This really seems to be his MO. When he doesn't have a place to live, he sleeps in shitters. I've got a clip here, as a matter of fact, of Daniel getting kicked out of another restroom. This happened just a few days ago on February 10th. Daniel locked himself in the restroom of a Planet Fitness, and after a few hours, staff politely asked him to leave. Daniel refused.
Since you guys want to argue, then I'm going to take longer. Because you guys want to argue, and you guys are threatening me.
I mean, I don't know if you'd consider this a threat. They told Daniel to leave, and they've called the cops.
I'm not going to sit here and have you guys... Don't fucking tell me to shut up. You're a fucking bitch. Don't fucking tell me to do that.
I believe this is all just a stalling technique. The more he can engage with the Planet Fitness staff, the longer he gets to stay in the restroom stall, doing God knows what.
Well, you shouldn't have a fucking woman in the fucking men's restroom, bitch.
Yeah. Oh.
You shouldn't have somebody in here.
He kicks a lot too. That's the other thing. He does get very physical when he gets angry. The woman is like the manager of Planet Fitness, by the way.
Don't fucking threaten me. Don't fucking threaten me, bitch.
More kicking.
Don't fucking threaten me, bitch. Don't fucking threaten me, bitch.
I believe this guy just called him a yellow-bellied coward. Kind of hard to hear because of the echo of the bathroom, but that's an insult I haven't heard since, like, the 1940s.
I told you to leave the men's restroom.
That is a power move right there. She came in to kick him out. He flipped it and reversed it and is like, no, you're a woman. You shouldn't even be in the men's room. I demand you leave.
You called me a fucker, okay? You called me a coward. This guy works here as well.
He's just trying to help me out. He's not doing anything.
And you need to kick him out for calling me names. For calling me names, calling me coward and stuff.
Freaks, this is one of the more mild freakouts from Daniel Larson. I do have a more extreme example that we will get into in just 1 second, but I did want to finish up this Planet Fitness video. Obviously, he got kicked out. At the end of the video, though, we really get a good idea of what we're dealing with here.
Since I've now been kicked out of 35 different Planet Fitnesses, I am now declaring war. You'll be blown up soon.
Now that, Daniel Larson, is a threat. Yeah, I've seen a lot of videos where he's like, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill myself, I'm going to blow up this building. It's a lot of empty threats. That being said, he does get incredibly physical. He hits himself a lot. He kicks things, punches things, sometimes other people. In the final clip I have for you today of Daniel, where we start this thing mid-freak out. He's in a car with an older dude named Bob. I don't know the relationship there, but things have escalated to the point of no return.
Get out of my car, Daniel! No! Get the hell out of my car! God damn!
Yeah. Bob here just wants Daniel to get out of his car because, Dan's in mid-freak out. Daniel has a bloody nose. He gave it to himself.
Get out of my car!
No! You don't understand! You're doing it! Stop! It's not my fault! It's not my fault!
That seems to be a common refrain from Daniel. He never wants to take any responsibility. It's always, it's not my fault! I'm not doing anything wrong! Like when his roommates confronted him because he broke a window. It's not my fault, you don't understand! He wasn't listening to me! So like that gives him the right to break the window or something.
The motel just threatened to kill me!
Get out of my car!
Stop! The motel threatened to kill me! The motel threatened to kill me!
I guess Daniel was staying at a motel and something went down with the staff there.
The motel threatened to kill me!
Get out of my car!
He's hitting himself again.
Get out of my car, Daniel!
I'm not going to! I'm not going to! I'm bleeding!
Yeah, you're bleeding because you're hitting yourself.
But you don't...
I've got to get help.
Bob spitting some facts here.
I've got to get help. I've got to call the police.
No, I'm bleeding.
I've got to call the police.
Daniel, unsurprisingly, refuses to get out of the car. He doesn't like to leave anywhere, right? So Bob does call the cops.
The motel threatened to kill me! The motel threatened to kill me!
You just threatened to blow up a bunch of Planet Fitnesses.
The motel threatened to kill me!
I've got to get the police here to get you out of here.
The motel threatened to kill me! The motel threatened to kill me!
Daniel continues to hit himself and Bob
I'm
here.
Call the police.
He's hitting himself.
The motel threatened to kill me!
And tell them you're beating me.
No, you hit me! You broke my arm!
I didn't break your fucking arm.
You grabbed me!
Yeah, because you were beating me. You sure this is what you want? I'm calling the police.
I mean...
Okay.
Yeah, he's beating an old man. I don't know how he managed to do that with his broken arm.
No, you're not helping me.
Again, guys, this is just one aspect to Daniel Larson. Remember, he also has music. He's had multiple accounts banned on TikTok because he would just get naked and show off his dick. And of course, the toothbrush thing.
Person here in my car is beating me. He's a friend of mine, but he's gone crazy and he's beating me.
Calling the cops now.
No, I need help.
We're in the parking lot of the Harkins Theater in Arvada.
The motel tried to kill me.
Well, there you go. I think that's a good overview of Daniel's rage issues.
Daniel but I can't, and he's hitting me, and he's threatening me. And he's just gone crazy.
The motel threatened to kill me. You don't listen to me.
It's Tiny Dan.
You don't listen to me. The motel threatened to kill me. They said they have a gun.
I want to find the video of what went down in that motel because there's something Dan's not saying. Saying a lot of that.
I'm bleeding all over me.
Well, if you're into Utards or people like Chris Chan, whatever that is, your homework this weekend is to look up Daniel Larson. There's a plethora of information online. If you find anything good, of course, send it along to me. Show@distortedview.com. All right, let's move on now. That musician Sam Smith has been in the news a lot. Conservatives hate him because they think he's like satanic or something. The same thing happened a few years ago with that Lil Nas X. It's so easy to get extreme right-wing people freaked the fuck out. All you gotta do is wear a red robe and maybe a red tail in your music video. Boom, instant satanic panic. That all being said, I don't like that Sam Smith. I don't know. There's something about him. I don't like him. His personality kind of drives me crazy too. He was recently interviewed and I don't know how they got on the topic of fishing, but he's like, yeah, I like fishing.
No. Yes, I do. What? Yeah, I'd love to be a fisherman.
What, like a
I mean, does everything have to be this great big gender identity battle? You can't just let some things slide. No, you don't understand. I'm non-binary, so calling me a fisherman is very offensive. I'm a fisher. Them.
To be a fisher them.
Like a fly
Shut the fuck up.
I'd be any type of fisher them.
Yeah, keep saying it.
One day I'd just like to end my days fishing.
Stop trying to make fisher them a thing.
Like
we can solve that out.
Do
you fly fishing? Or like
I do it on the sea and I do it in lakes. I've never done it alone.
So cool.
Someone's always taught me.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so interesting. The interviewers are idiots too. Sam Smith literally said, I've never gone fishing on my own. I don't know how to do it. I had someone showing me every time. That's so cool. Is it? Is it really? Is it cool? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything notable about this fucking dumb story. Now, putting aside my dislike for Sam Smith as a person, it is kind of funny. He was recently in New York City just walking in a park. And the poor guy is getting accosted by, conservative people who actually think he's a Satanist.
You belong in hell! Sam Smith belongs in hell! You demonic, twisted, sick bastard!
It's interesting. Sam Smith, he's a very popular, I guess, music singer, right? He doesn't really have an entourage with him. He's literally by himself, which has got to be a little scary. He's pretending not to pay any attention, like he's got his face buried in the phone.
Leave the kids alone, you sick fucker!
That's the first record.
Sam Smith is a pedophile!
This is what happens when day in and day out on certain, news channels, they run all of these stories. Sam Smith is a Satanist, drag queen story hour, gays are grooming, trannies. All these things are constantly being shown to scare old people. And this is the result. It's Sam Smith is a Satanist and he's a pedophile. Like, where did the pedophile thing come from? Satanist, maybe.
Leave the kids alone, you sick fucker.
That's the first record.
Sam Smith is a pedophile.
Rumor.
He's corrupted of the kids. Grooming the
I would walk up to this woman and be like, do you want an autograph?
Grooming
Can I sign your tits or something, bitch?
Grooming the kids! You sick motherfucker, Sam Smith! You're evil!
Illuminati, grooming kids, Satanism. They're really playing the hits here. And by the way, woman, what the hell are you doing in the United States? I think she's on vacation. You're supposed to be relaxing, enjoying yourself. Don't get all riled up. Don't let Sam Smith and his Satanist ways ruin your vacay. Real quick, I've got one more short TikToker I wanted to feature. She's been experimenting in the shower. She's going to report back with her results. Things didn't go quite as planned.
Today is day 9 of washing my asshole with conditioner.
I don't know what she thought the conditioner was going to do to her butthole. I'm guessing she thought it would make the butthole smoother, maybe brighter, smell better. I don't know. She stuck with it for a couple weeks, but ultimately the test was not a success.
Do not do this. My butthole is not silky smooth anymore, and it feels like there's something going on back there.
So now her butthole's all rough. Not smooth. It's chapped. She's got a chapped asshole. It's the exact opposite of what she was going for.
I guess there's a reason why people don't wash their asshole with conditioner. I thought I was being unique. I thought I was being an entrepreneur. I thought I was creating something that no one had ever heard of. I was going to be the next Elon Musk, bitch. My asshole's been itching for like the past 3 days, so I might have a little infection. Do not do this. Highly not recommend.
On top of it all, she ends up with an itchy asshole. Probably just due to the irritation, right, of the chemicals in the conditioner. You got to use an all-natural conditioner if you want to try to pull a stunt like that, I'm guessing. You know, honestly, a hygiene or cosmetic product specially designed for the butthole kind of sounds like a good idea for a smoother, more luscious asshole. Maybe, you know how women use stuff to plump up their lips? I would like to see a plumper rectum, get some of those wrinkles out. You know, I bet you there's a lot we could do for the butthole. Make it brighter. No, get rid of the staining. I'm not talking bleach, but maybe a little bleach, along with, whatever serums are used to smooth out the butthole, make it silky. I'm telling you, there is money to be made. This is a very new conditioner. Manhole. She'll love the way your shitter feels. Manhole. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist and fucked up news right now. If you enjoy Distorted View Daily, please consider signing up for The Sideshow. That is our member site where you gain full access to the entire archive of programs. More importantly, every week I do brand new Sideshow exclusive episodes, typically on Tuesday and Thursday. This week was no different. If you sign up right now, you can catch yesterday's episode where we really go into a great detail. We delve into the man, the mystery, the legend of Daniel Larson. If you're curious about him, sign up. Superfreaksideshow.com membership's very inexpensive. Only $6.99 a month, even less when you opt for a quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. And remember, if you happen to use Spotify or Apple Podcasts to listen to DV, you can now sign up for Sideshow access in those apps. You'll get all the new Sideshow exclusive episodes right alongside the free episodes. And you don't have to worry about logins and websites and RSS feeds. It's a very simple way to get new Sideshow episodes. So for more information, check out DistortedView.com and SuperFreakSideshow.com. Finally, one more way to support DV. We've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/DistortedView. You can pledge as little as $1 over there. Every little bit helps. But if you pledge at least $5, you get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. And of course, if you pledge even more, like $20 a month occasionally, I will send out DV merchandise and goodies. And I will be doing that for those higher tiered patrons this month. So be on the lookout for that. Patreon.com/DistortedView. All right, 3 very quick stories now. First up, I got to mention this one because it comes from my hometown of Ashtabula. That's where my mom lives. As a matter of fact, last time I was up there, she was talking about this very story. Yeah, she was telling me that she went to a Subway, the sandwich place, and she forgot that just like the day before, someone was shot up in the Subway. And then she started talking about how it had something to do with Taco Bell or some guy who was upset about Taco Bell. My mom was all over the place. He's like, yeah, he was mad. There's chalupas. And then he started shooting at Subway employees. And I'm like, Mom is obviously suffering from dementia or something. She's speaking gibberish. She's not making any sense. She's all over the place with her story. Well, it turns out she's absolutely right. An Ashtabula customer, furious at Taco Bell, took out his anger on Subway across the street. He opened fire on the restaurant. This doesn't make any sense to me. Why not just shoot the Taco Bell employees, right? I mean, I'm glad he didn't, but the Subway had absolutely nothing to do with what was going on over at Taco Bell. Subway employee Taylor Cunningham, 18, well, 18-year-old, said the man was angry because Taco Bell didn't have any chicken chalupas. That is really frustrating. I don't know if double homicide is the answer. Cunningham, the Subway employee, basically told this guy when the man came flying in upset about the chalupa situation. So little Taylor said, yeah, apparently they took him off the menu, which I don't even know if that's true, right? I mean, they have chicken at Taco Bell, right? You can get a chicken taco. You can get chalupas, so just put the chicken in the chalupa. It's a simple request. It doesn't take much effort to comply, and quite frankly, it could save a life next time. I've never been so scared in my life, said Cunningham. I thought for sure I was going to get shot at, but it didn't hit me. It hit my friend. Oh, what a sigh of relief. Whew, thank God I didn't get shot. Sorry about your luck, though. When the news caught up with Taylor Cunningham, they had a bit of a shocking revelation. Cunningham had apparently no idea that the man accused of the shooting, 23-year-old Hamid Majad El Ramadan, bonded out of jail. So he's going to be, just around town now. According to court records, El Ramadan must wear a GPS ankle monitor. That'll prevent someone from getting shot, I'm sure. Apparently, he is not allowed to have any contact with Taco Bell or Subway in Ashtabula. Those are the only restaurants in Ashtabula, basically. Those are your fine dining options, so I hope you know how to prepare food on your own, and I hope you're not banned from Walmart, because that's the only place to get groceries. Cunningham is now afraid that this man is out on the streets. Yeah, because what if he comes looking for the people that originally put him under the bus in the first place? Because we had went in for questioning and we pinpointed him. So if he comes back and sees us on the street, God only knows what he'll do. A valid concern, especially because this guy does not exercise any sort of common sense or restraint. I'm so mad at Taco Bell, I'm going to shoot at the Subway employees. Cunningham said she could tell. Oh, it's a girl, Taylor. Cunningham said she could tell there was something off with the man from the moment he walked into the store on West Prospect Road back on October 16th. He was mad over some chicken chalupas at the Taco Bell. He was just kind of saying that he hated Ohio and he hated living here. He said he hated us and we shouldn't even have our jobs because we don't do anything anyway, and he was just mad for no reason. To be fair, everyone who lives in Ohio has uttered the phrase, I fucking hate Ohio, I hate living here, and I hate all of you. It's kind of our mantra. I believe that's on our state emblem or something. It's written in Latin on our flag. Cunningham said El Ramadan went outside and pulled out his gun, firing one shot outside of the store and another into the store, shattering the front glass. The bullet hit her 17-year-old friend, who was visiting her at work at the time, in the leg. He's doing good now, Cunningham said. His bullet is still stuck in him. Unless it presses out itself, it's not coming out for the rest of his life. She said she never thought the man would actually pull out a gun. At the time, I was just like, maybe he's mad, because I have mad customers that come in here all the time. I work at a Subway, after all. The local news spoke with the victim's mother off camera. She says her son's okay, but she was furious when the news told her that El Ramadan bonded out of jail. He had originally gotten mad at the Taco Bell, so I went to the store after work and was like, hey, did you guys have any conflict with this dude? And he was like, yeah, Cunningham recalled. They were like, he was threatening to shoot us up and stuff. As a condition of release, El Ramadan is not allowed to have any guns in his house, and he's required to have a mental assessment and drug screening. So there you go. That's what's happening in Ashtabula, Ohio. Good old Trashtabula. Second story we have for you today. We've read so many news stories about penis length. Usually it's like comparing countries, right? Like, how do American cocks stack up to those dicks in the UK or Zimbabwe? The study I have for you today is a little bit different. We're now comparing cocks throughout history, and the findings truly are shocking. The average penis length has increased over the past 30 years. There's never been a better time to be born man. I mean, it's always great. We have so many advantages in life compared to females. Aside from lifespan, that's the one thing you ladies have on us. We're bitter about that too. Why do you think we keep your wages so low? It makes us feel a little bit better about dying off first. All right, yes, apparently dicks are getting bigger, but experts warn it might not be the ideal reality every man's dreamed of. Yeah, I mean, the news is always such fucking downers. I mean, even the headline is a bit of a buzzkill. Average penis length has grown in 30 years. Doctors call it concerning. I mean, come on, our dicks aren't that big. It's not like a health concern. It's not like we're tripping over these fucking things yet. Researchers fear the phallic inflation is due to unhealthy habits like binging junk food. Binging junk food gives you a bigger dick? Well, I wish that were true, but I'm going to have to call bullshit on it because that's all I eat. And, my cock is woefully inadequate. Other factors may include, not moving around much, being very sedentary, or even pollution. Maybe that fucking train derailment that's polluting our waters here in Ohio. Maybe that'll cause me to grow a few inches. Finally, a silver lining to all of this. Quote, any overall change in development is concerning because our reproductive system is one of the most important pieces of human biology. Look, I mean, a lot happens in 30 years. I bet you if you go back even further, hundreds of years, our dicks are growing even bigger since then, right? Just like we're living a lot longer now. And, as a whole, we're taller now, right? Guys are taller than they were back in the, 1600s or whatever. Not everything has to be doom and gloom, Dr. Michael Eisenberg. If we're seeing this fast of a change, it means that something powerful is happening to our bodies. Yeah, powerful dicks. Published in the World Journal of Men's Health, the Stanford University study analyzed data from 75 studies with over 55,000 men. Oh, that's a good sampling from 1992 to 2021, focusing on the length of an erect penis. Researchers discovered that the average cack size had grown a staggering 24% over nearly 3 decades. That is pretty substantial. Erect penile length is getting longer, from an average of 4.8 inches to 6 inches over the past 29 years, Dr. Eisenberg said. Apparently, more studies are needed to confirm the findings, but Dr. Eisenberg assumed to see a decline in length. Instead, he found the opposite. Given the trends we'd seen in other measure of men's reproductive health, we thought there could be a decline in penile length due to the same environmental exposures. What we found was quite different from trends in other areas of male fertility and health. Chemical exposure from pesticides or hygiene products? Is that DDT still banned? I'd like to get a hold of some of that and just spray it directly on my dick. Let's see what happens. I have a good feeling about that. Yes, apparently chemical exposure from pesticides could be one of the various factors causing the quick growth. Such chemicals can disrupt the endocrine system, which regulate hormones. Past studies have claimed pollution is shrinking the penis, yet this study may prove those findings false. American male dicks rank only 59th in the world. Yet another category we're no longer number one in. Other research has linked size to a number of social and health consequences. One study found that the larger the penis, the bigger the personality, while another concluded that men with longer dicks are more likely to spend big bucks on sports cars. I thought that was a small dick thing. Nothing is what it seems anymore. Big dick guys are buying sports cars. Pesticides aren't shrinking our dicks, they're making them bigger. I don't know what the hell's going on. All right, final story we have for you. Think about it. You've got a penis that's about 25% bigger than your great-grandfather's. How are you going to put it to use? Sex, of course. What's more exotic, more erotic than fucking in the backseat of a car? Well, speaking of studies, we now know what the best cars to have sex in are. Surprisingly, coming in at number 1 is the 1997 Daewoo Laganza. That sedan just oozes sex and frequently leaks oil. Brake lines rupture, transmission recalls. It was plagued with problems, but still, it's spacious and that plush seating feels so good on your bare ass. Apparently, the website Jalopnik, Awful name for a website, but apparently it's like a blog or whatever that's focused on cars. They asked their readers, what is your favorite car to fuck in? I think this was their idea of a Valentine's Day article. I think coming in at number 1, and this makes a lot of sense, the Honda Element. Have you ever seen one of these buxy motherfuckers? You got a lot of space to work with. You can really move around, shift positions. You're not going to have to fight your way around center consoles or anything. It's just like open space. One reader says, flat floor, back seats fold up out of the way, removable sunroof for those times you need a little extra headroom, plenty of cubbies for toys and supplies. The best part is there is seamless vinyl flooring. You could literally spray it down. So if you're into the messy sex stuff, scat, fisting, water sports, go with the Honda Element. Ting! Next up, someone suggested the Jeep Wrangler. It's very airy, it's open, which is great because, if you're in a car that's all locked, windows up, it's going to get very, very hot in there. The reader says it also has plenty of places to attach straps. So if you're into the kinky stuff, the Jeep Wrangler might be the way to go. Take off the top, put down the windshield, and the roll cage is basically a jungle gym. Perfect for optimal leverage in any number of positions. Want to really get wild? Run that wench hook up over a tree limb, and then you can turn it into a swing. The possibilities are endless. Someone suggested the first generation Toyota RAV4 because all the seats fold completely flat. There are also some very, very dumb suggestions like a Cadillac Fleetwood, a 1988 model. These people are just submitting things they lost their virginity in. A Plymouth Barracuda, a Mercury Grand Marquis. Yeah, this is old shit. This is ridiculous silliness. If you want to see the whole list, check out Jalopnik. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Friday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Love to hear from you freaks, and there are many ways to contact the show at distortedview.com. I'm all over social media at distortedview on Twitter and Instagram, facebook.com/distortedviewshow. Remember, if you pledge at least $5, you can use that special voicemail line, and I will play your calls first. So yes, I do have some patrons today. Let's see what they're up to.
Hey, Timmy Boo. Love you. Love the show. Unicorn Hamster is really fucking annoying, and I'm tired of his long-ass, dumbass messages about nothing. Please stop calling, or at least fucking have something to say next time. Love you.
A valid criticism, although I did enjoy his last call when he was discussing Seinfeld, specifically that episode about masturbating. And then he told us the story about how he would masturbate when he was young because he saw a naked woman across the street or something through a window. Like a creep. All right, thank you very much. Next up here.
Tim, Haley's comment. I agree that Distorted View should be archived.
Yes, I don't know if I mentioned this on the Sideshow exclusive program or if it was a free show, but apparently the Library of Congress is going to be archiving important podcasts, and I feel like Distorted View needs to be in the Library of Congress. So I don't know what we need to do to make that happen, but we need to make that happen.
And I think I know some of the exact content that should be submitted and focused on.
Okay.
Your Glenn Miller interview. That is... there are many compelling cases that could be made to...
Here's the problem. People have to be smart enough to understand that I'm not an anti-Semitic person. I'm not racist or anything, even though when I was talking to Glenn, it sounded like I was because I was trying to, befriend him and get him to speak,
To show that.
It's just I don't know if I want to submit any episode to the Library of Congress where I come off looking like just a horrible person, which is really going to limit the number of episodes that could possibly be included.
A window into precursors to mass shootings. There's all sorts of ways that interview can be bullshitted into just about every aspect of race relations and mass shooting zeitgeists permeating the culture today. And also some of your Reed Skeleton content, particularly around the time of the statue flag incident.
Right.
That too. I think
I bet you Meade would be ecstatic as well to be included in the Library of Congress.
Focusing on
Lord knows that fucking Sweet Tea song's not going to make it on its own.
Things that have this connection to the real world, to outside events. Your Meade Skeleton interview, I think, in particular.
Yeah. How about my John Bulla interview? I noticed Haley's comment didn't suggest that. Or my groundbreaking chat with Raymond, or the original Fat Man. Oh, we've had some great interviews.
Jimmy Boo, Shaniqua Henson. This is Hershey Mud Dumper. Hey, I have a
Hershey Mud Dumper.
Long distance request.
Right.
No, if the next time you do,
I got to talk about a fucking dog dying.
I don't know if you take requests for when you do, the shows that you don't do.
Best of shows, yes.
Live or not?
I think he doesn't want to call it a best of show.
Live, taped. Best of. That's what I'm driving to at the same time.
Yeah, I love getting suggestions for best of shows. I never know what to play. I mean, I've done so many of these things. It's all a blur to me.
Best of show. I have a request. Can you do? And I don't remember the date, so I apologize.
Oh,
and
great.
it's probably in this.
That's going to be hard then.
Discord. The Distorted View episode where you just did all music, all Distorted View music.
Oh, we did do a music special.
Like your original songs. There was some episode where you did a whole bunch of songs. And
yes.
It was the best episode ever. And
because there wasn't a lot of me involved, right? It was just playing bad music.
I don't remember what the date, and I don't get into the Discord very much, so maybe somebody can reply to this message. And
I'm pretty sure it was a special we did, so I could probably find that pretty easily. Yeah, and it was long, too. And I think we even did a sideshow version that was even longer. Maybe it was like an hour episode, and then on the sideshow we did another hour or something. Just chock full of DV-worthy music. Yeah, we could possibly do that next time I do a best of show. Thank you very much for the suggestion. And thank you, everyone who's calling into the voicemail line. Keep those calls coming. It's all the time we have on this edition of the show. Want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh, God, is an O again.
But if you touch your private parts and sperm comes out, you'll have to take a shower.
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up or like, wherever you can rate and review podcasts. Guys, thank you so much for a great week of programs. I could not do it without you. I'll be back on Monday to do it all over again. Until then, have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.
It's Friday, baby. Fuck. Yeah, it's the weekend, baby. Fuck. Yeah, Friday, baby. Fuck. Fuck. The weekend, baby. Fuck.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.